Today is a very exciting day because we are going for a hike without our winter coat. And in today's video, I'll be reviewing a pair of joggers from Tentree. I'll also be wearing my Tentree hat that I just recently reviewed. Just a quick overview. This channel is inspired by the science of frequency of fabrics. Remembering that Dr. Yellen's measurement of the human body was around 100, that polyester was around 15 hertz, and that organic cotton is around 100. But there's a lot more to this topic, and today we're going to get a little bit deeper into the study of frequency, and we'll talk about a few common questions, like what happens when my organic cotton is blended with a little bit of elastane, but also continuing to take a more complete look into the study of frequency health. So let's hit the trails and take a peek. Just a quick shout out first to all the clothing models out there. There's only so many ways you can stand in clothes, but I'll try my best today to keep it interesting. Today I'm hiking in the Organic Cotton Pacific joggers in khaki in size extra small. They fit great and do get a little looser as the day goes on, which is why I went for an extra small. The quality is definitely up there, which tells me I'll be able to keep them for a really long time. I'm actually really pleased with how these pants are designed. What I dig most are the pockets. The utility and size make really good sense to me. I especially love the generous front pockets. I'm not one to politely hide my fingertips in there. Nope. I want to plunge my knuckles in deep pockets and let my whole body rest there like an ape. The fabric itself is really soft and feels so durable. I mean, I can't say enough, they're so soft. Also, the seams feel really strong. The length of the pants themselves is perfect for me. I'm 5'5". Again, these are extra small. Before I dive in, I just want to celebrate first and foremost the folks at this company and what they're doing for the earth. Okay, now let's dig a little deeper, getting into the frequency read. The signature frequency of organic cotton was measured at 100, which is resonant with the signature frequency of the human body. The harmony is felt on all layers of my operational self. One of the many benefits to putting my body into organic and resonant clothing is that I don't feel weighed down in my body or mind. This leaves my energy available to me to engage with life in a much more satisfying and present way. As an accumulative effect since I began this project, I am legitimately calmer and happier. A reasonable question that we all have when we fall into this rabbit hole is regarding organic materials blended with a synthetic fiber like elastane. Companies will put a nominal amount of elastane in some clothing items to help it keep its shape. This will affect the entire piece, creating a low-level distortion around the natural material. However, that is ultimately rebalanced by other factors, which we will discuss later in this video. A quick personal practice regarding any item that creates distortion in our field is to overlay appreciation for the item itself and gratitude for its present usefulness and progress towards solution. With this mindful practice, we can proactively upgrade the frequency of anything. What this project signifies more than anything is the return of our subtle and innate intelligence and authority over our realities. There is more to reading the frequency of an item. The fabric itself carries a signature frequency which is established in its three-dimensional presentation here on Earth. And a general truth is if it's made organically by the Earth, it has a higher frequency than synthetic fibers manufactured in a lab. This is true across the board. Nature does it better. However, the overall frequency read changes when the essence of a material is considered. Practices of production will weave itself into any item, from how it's harvested to how it makes its way to you. Then, however you revere your new purchase is up to your state of consciousness. Your care and appreciation for it will further its vibrational influence upon your life. It would be helpful for anyone on this search to check out Dr. Hawkins' frequency scale to understand this a bit more for yourself and how to apply it. What is being said here is that the material world is only changed from the world in between matter. Trying to heal by focusing only on the material will continue to have the same effect that got us in the position we need to heal from. To connect the dots back to this topic, studying frequency but forgoing the internal study of the invisible essence produces the great forgetting dressed in polyester. We don't have to get lost in philosophy here, let's draw the parallel. The essence of these items are definitely higher than it is in fast fashion items. That is for sure, and you can feel it. The companies who have created polyester clothing have little to no reverence for the earth or anything alive on it, let alone the health of the souls inside of it all. The clothes I've purchased from Tentree are way up there in their overall pulse of vibration. However, there are still elements within the items that fall short. What this means is, though they have great company policies, there are likely still some key players who have their hand in the production process, whose integrity is still very much dollar over life. Sadly, these little sparks of unconsciousness wears within the fabric, and it's measurable within the essence. This is mostly due to national policies set in place that dictate commerce and agriculture in America. And because we are reclaiming our authority, we are not going to fall victim to that statement. These ideas were ultimately established first in the human consciousness, in the story of scarcity, and in the action of greed. I know we're stepping into the fire here. We're really looking into the mirror, and that is key. Consciousness is returning. We've had our fill of that story. Thank goodness. And wonderfully, this company in particular has an overarching commitment to forward movement and improvement, and will implement it in time with enough collective conscious support of its mission. Before we dive into that, let's just simplify things for our sweet little human heart minds for a moment. Let us set a simple standard for our purchases. Avoid buying toxic clothing, even if they are on sale. Avoid buying toxic sale items, it's ultimately not a deal. I had to lay that one down for me in the beginning. What is that cute outfit doing for you if it hampers your consciousness? Why go buy those $200 leggings and then go to yoga in them? Until I started this project, organic was just a buzzword to my human mind. Now that I'm in it, I have the knowing. Just to nudge it a little bit further, for the sake of the point, even food. What is the point of ensuring oneself 2,000 calories a day or whatever if it doesn't nourish your body anyway? This is just a gateway to illness and ultimately a disharmonized relationship with food. Enlightenment has no direction, but applying our better wits to conscious consumerism requires a direction that is best described here on Earth as better. The cracks in business practices are present in the collective. It's our next rite of passage, as humans, as consumers, to shift the margin of best practices by reawakening ourselves, by choosing with care which companies we support with our attention, energy, and money. From there, we can support the visionaries and creators who have the potential and the desire to do better. This is how we create and sustain goodness in a society. The best thing we can do presently is ask ourselves at every chance, what are the best practices out there? And how can I support only those so that we can push the lower end practices of the spectrum of production out altogether and usher forth new and better ways to do this people thing with alignment to nature and well-being? Let's just say the words for emotional catharsis and to assist in the mission. What do we want? Heaven on earth. When do we want it? Before I spent all my life force traumatizing my body, but now will do. There, that felt good. Now let's take this one step at a time and not waste any more life force on squeezing our butts into spandex for the trend of it. Coming from an impatient do-gooder, this is a humbling task, and I'm here for it. I friggin' love these pants. I'm excited to wear the creations of great-hearted humans. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, relatable, or inspiring, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. And don't forget to check out the other video I did on Tentree if you haven't already. Check out their website. They really are a company worth checking out.